choose between the lesser of two evils. There is no such thing as a lesser of two evils. If the political machines in Washington and elsewhere in the nation cannot throw up better material than Mr. Goldwater, Mr. Nixon, Mr. Kennedy, and so on down an extremely dreary line, then perhaps we, the people, whom these dreary people are supposed to represent, ought to find a way of being represented.
Hola Galeras, it's me, Jazz Blake. I hope you're good. About to have a great new year. It is New Year's Eve in Maryland. It's not very exciting, but I did want to give you kind of a catch up and just a chance to say Happy New Year and show you the painting I'm working on. It's that guy, that huge, crazy looking painting that I've been working on. It's just this really beautiful, wild madness. I'm just so happy about it. It's made up of all these weird, kind of strange ideas put together. This car engine heart, these bees coming out, multiple faces. There's like at least, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them coming out of it. I just love it. I think it's really cool. I didn't like the painting at first, but it's growing on me, and I feel happy about it. Hi, Tom. Hello. I feel like that's like the big thing with painting. You have to kind of let it grow and ruminate. It's not always going to start off exactly the same way that you think it should, but if you work at it, it will get better and better and better and better. And, I still got much stuff to do with it. But like I said, in the meantime, Happy New Year, and I will see you in 2024. Ciao. Painter out. I remember in art school, I had this project that I had to do. It was like the first big project I'd ever done with paint since I was in high school. And it was a couple years after that, maybe around 3 or so. I kind of abandoned art after my first year in college. I was like, I'll be like a chef or a mechanic or something. Like, maybe I shouldn't base my ideas on what I should do for the rest of my life off of what I did as a hobby as a child. And it was just this really dark, weird time in my life. But then I got back to art school, and I met all these cool people, and they were super talented, and it made me feel good about being talented. It made me want to admit that I was talented. But I remember, before I had left, I had this super complicated project. And I thought I had just done such a crap job at it. So when I came back to art school 3 years later, I had to do the same project again because of a curriculum. And so I started doing all these like kind of intricate patterns of like faces and working with paint, like really working with paint. And it was kind of nerve-wracking. It was a little scary, but I did really well with it. I did so well that eventually I even had an art show, and I sold all the pieces I had made that year in one night. I used to call those shows one-night stands. Yes, they all had sexual innuendos. But it was just this wild, weird little kind of focusing art moment where you find yourself listening to the ideas in your head about the art in which you wish to be making. And so you just kind of go for it. There's nothing about it that seems off limits or impossible. And that's partially what I liked about it so much, that it was just a moment to open up and find all these little art ideas just wandering aimlessly and honestly.
from my mind to the page. Like I had an interview a couple days ago, which was really cool, about my art. And the thing that I said, and it's funny to quote yourself in something, my biggest achievement in art is not even selling paintings and being recognized. It's my ability to have an idea in my head and flesh it out into a real life thing. That just feels amazing.